Okay. My name is Erica Martinez, wife of Ricardo, Wrangler Rick, Tornado Torres, father of Oliver Easton and crew Wrangler Torres, New Haven firefighter, hero. Wrangler and I met online. I was using the dating app Plenty of Fish with absolutely no intention of actually dating anyone. I signed up as a show of support for my sister who started using it at the time. My sister started dating someone and I was ready to delete the app when I received a message from this decent-looking guy who stated he was 5'9" and a chef. His message to me read, "Hi, Erica." That's it. Initially, I was just going to ignore the message and delete the app, but I remember thinking to myself, I literally have nothing better to do. Let's see where this goes. We soon met for our first date at the movies, where he was about 15 minutes late. I paid for our movie tickets, and he didn't even offer to buy me popcorn. How rude. The movie ended around 12 a.m. and we sat in my car for 3 hours just talking. Eventually, he leaned in to steal a kiss, and I rejected him. It wasn't because I wasn't into him, it just wasn't something I was into on a first date. Around 3 a.m., it was time to go our separate ways, so I drove to the other side of the parking lot to drop him off to his car, where he reaches his hand out to shake my hand, and my jaw literally drops. Like, hello, we just spent 3 hours having effortless conversation. You tried to kiss me, and now you just want to shake my hand? You don't even want to give me a hug? I shoo him away, and he gets into his car. I'm going through my phone trying to pull up my Maps app so I can figure out how to get home when he suddenly beeps his horn. I look up and he smiles at me and gets out of his car. He comes around the front of my car, opens my door, and tells me to get out. I do, and we share our first kiss. The rest is history. And I would like to clarify that Ricardo was barely 5'7" and definitely not a chef, more like a cook at Carrabba's. Wrangler. In the beginning, we talked about our beliefs and marriage, and I made it clear I wasn't sure about ever getting married because I didn't believe in things lasting forever. However, things move fast, and a short time later, I knew it was you. I knew that if I was ever going to get married, it was going to be you. It had to be you. And 11 months in, you proposed. The last 6 years of doing life with you has been anything but boring, and I feel like I should have known better because, of course, it would end this way. Of course, we would have Oliver, I would be pregnant with Crew, and you would leave us this way. Everything with you was drama, drama, drama. It was almost 4 a.m. when Mom and Dad came into the apartment. I had just gotten back in bed and grabbed my phone from the charger when they came into my room. Of course, I was caught off guard and just about had a heart attack. I got annoyed because the only reason they would be there at that time was because something was wrong, but not for a second did I think it would be about you. Mom said I had to call the chief because you were injured in a fire. It took a minute to register, but I called, and Assistant Chief McCarthy let me know you were injured and officers would be coming to get me. Mom and Dad were nervous. They were worried, but I know you. You were fine. You probably moved a little too fast, or you rushed to do something and likely just ended up burning your hand or arm. I knew they needed to relax because you were going to be fine. Chief McCarthy met me at the car and guided me into the hospital and directed me to a room where I saw your mother and Armand. I was so confused as I felt your mother grab my arm, and then suddenly I felt so angry. Someone let me know you passed away, and I could not believe it. I still cannot believe it. I said it in that moment, and I'll say it again, Ricardo. You idiot. You're supposed to be here. We need you. I need you. I need you. I wish I could stand here and be one of those people who's like, my husband was great and so loved, and he died doing what he loved the most, and just leave it at that. But you would roll your eyes and tell me to just say it. To just say what I feel. And Rick, I'm angry. I miss you. I don't care about you being a hero or not. You're supposed to go to work, do your job, and come home. This obviously means doing your job and making it out alive every single time. I didn't talk to you on Tuesday. The only time I got to see your face was when I called you so you could FaceTime with Oliver, and you were in a great mood and you both were excited to talk with each other. Ever since I've lost you, I wake up every single day with guilt and sadness and pain over all the things I didn't get to say to you. You know I don't like to be vulnerable, and you have to know that I am so sorry for everything. I actually do miss you. I'm incredibly heartbroken, and I actually really do love you. You always tell me how strong I am, and I always tell you that I'm not. I don't feel strong, and now you're gone, and everyone's telling me I'm so strong, or that I need to be strong for the baby and for Oliver, and it makes me angry. I don't want to have a reason that requires me to be strong, and also, I've lost my freaking husband. You're Ricardo freaking Torres, and anyone who knows you understands that your absence is absolutely deafening. Oliver's first birthday is next week, and it hurts my soul that you're going to miss it. We've been so excited, counting down the days, and now things are going to feel very different without you here. Crew's due date is coming up in August. Remember brushing my hair at the hospital with Alls? Remember when he tried latching onto you because he was hungry and he wanted milk? You won't be there with me this time. You won't be there to brush my hair or check in to see how I'm feeling. You won't be there. I know this grieving stuff is going to take time, but I don't have time. I just want to fast forward through the pain and get to the point where I have peace with all of this, because it is unbearable. I can only hope that there is peace after all of this. Richardson, where are you? Okay. I have to tell you though, I have found comfort in the new relationships I've formed since losing you. Captain Richardson was at the hospital when I arrived. When I found out what happened to you, I wanted privacy to get my thoughts together and my feelings in order. I looked over, recognized him from your graduation party, so I pointed to him and I said, "You." I asked that he would join me as I didn't want to be around anyone else. Rico, he has been such a strong source of support for me since I've lost you, and every time I think of him or want to share with someone how much he means to me and has helped me since that day, I struggle with the words. There's nothing I can think of that is fitting enough to adequately express my feelings but we are forever grateful for him and the boys, and I will always be there for him and his family whenever and if ever they need us. I will always be indebted to him. I owe him everything. And let's talk about Chief McCarthy. Again, I can't find the words, but that man is an absolute angel for dealing with me. He has been the most patient and understanding, and I thank his wife Colleen for unknowingly preparing him to deal with someone like me. You would love her. If you got the chance to meet her, you would be shocked at how similar we are. They both just get me, and I could not imagine going through this process with anyone else. I love them both so much and hope they understand that they are stuck with us now. And thank you for sending them into my life. There's so much more I want to say, but my brain is turning into mush. Aside from knowing how much my heart aches for you and that I love you, I need to tell you something else. We've always talked about how it was a privilege for you to be with me, to have me as your wife and the mother of your children. Now I'm going to say this today, and I will deny ever having said this when I get to see you again. It is an honor to have met you, to have fallen in the deepest of deep kind of love with you, to marry you and have a family with you. It is a privilege to have been loved by you, to have been chosen by you, and to carry your 2 sons for you. I feel privileged to be Erica Martinez, wife of Ricardo Torres Jr., loving and absolute best father to Oliver and crew Torres, New Haven firefighter, hero. Thank you.